Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Wednesday, March 23, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. San Antonio Spurs vs Portland Trail Blazers. The San Antonio Spurs and the Portland Trail Blazers duke it out at the Moda Center on Wednesday night. Our first pick is Spurs minus 7.5 points. And here is why. The San Antonio Spurs have been in a rut as they've lost 8 of their last 12 games overall, but they will be looking to stay hot after outlasting the Warriors in a 110-108 road win on Sunday. Josh Richardson led the team with 25 points off the bench. Dejounte Murray tallied 19 points with 6 rebounds and 8 assists, while Keldon Johnson chipped in with 14 points, 7 rebounds and 5 assists. As a team, the Spurs shot just 38% from the field and 15 of 40 from the three-point line, set the tone with 36 points in the first quarter to build an early 14-point lead, but they squandered it and had to scrap their way to a win thanks to Johnson, who made the game-winning shot off a missed free throw from Jakob Poeltl with just 0.3 seconds remaining. The Spurs are coming off a huge win over the Warriors on Sunday, and they'll stay on the West Coast to play the Portland Trail Blazers on Wednesday. As poor as their records are, both teams are still in the playoff hunt, as the Spurs are 2 games behind the Pelicans for the final play-in spot, while the Trail Blazers are only a half game behind San Antonio. Portland is a half game worse than the Spurs according to the standings, but San Antonio is the much more well-rounded team and should take care of business tonight. Portland has to be pleased with its effort this season, given the injuries the Trail Blazers have dealt with and the players they lost at the trade deadline. Not only did they lose CJ McCollum via trade, but they'll also be without Damian Lillard, Jusuf Nurkic, Anthony Simmons, and Josh Hart, who are their 4 leading scorers. Simply put, the Blazers will be severely undermanned in this critical matchup, and it may be hard for them to keep pace with a high-scoring Spurs offense. Led by breakout star Dejounte Murray, the Spurs offense averages the 8th most points per game, and they shoot at an effective rate as well, ranking 11th in team field goal percentage. The Spurs are also extremely well coached under Greg Popovich, so they should have a solid game plan in attacking this short-handed Portland team. Coming into this game after a win over the Warriors should give the Spurs a boost of confidence as well, and they have a great opportunity to continue that success in tonight's game against Portland. And our second pick is over 233.5 points. And here is why. The Blazers will be down their top 4 scorers in this game, so they may struggle to find consistent scoring options. However, the Spurs have been abysmal on the defensive end of the floor, allowing the 6th most points per game, so the Blazers should have a decent chance to find an offensive rhythm. The Spurs have been a high-scoring offense all season, so they should also have a great opportunity to continue that success against a poor Blazers defense that allows the 4th most points per game and has the 2nd worst defensive rating in the league. This is shaping up to be a high-scoring game between a pair of terrible defensive teams. Philadelphia 76ers vs Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers play host to the Philadelphia 76ers at the Crypto.com Arena on Wednesday night. Our first pick is 76ers minus 7.5 points, and here is why. The Philadelphia 76ers have been in great shape as they've won 10 of their last 14 games overall, and they will be eager to stay hot after taking down the Heat in a 113-106 home win on Monday. Therese Maxey led the team with 28 points on 9 of 15 shooting, Shake Milton added 20 points with 6 assists, while Furkan Korkmaz chipped in with 18 points off the bench. As a team, the 76ers shot 50% from the field and 15 of 37 from the three-point line as they poured in 31 points in the second quarter to take the narrow lead into halftime before they used a decisive 18-4 run late in the fourth quarter to pull away and earn the statement victory without Joel Embiid. It was a dream scenario for the 76ers in their last game as they beat the Miami Heat 113-106 while resting both Joel Embiid and James Harden. Both of them are expected back in the lineup tonight, so we'll see an improved team on both ends of the court. With LeBron James jumping over Embiid in the race for the scoring title, expect the Philly big man to have a big game, especially as the Lakers don't have any options at the center position to slow him down. In the matchup between Harden and Russell Westbrook, I give the edge to the Beard, although neither of them cares too much about stopping the other. Philly come in as 7.5-point favorites, which is understandable considering their run of 10 wins in 14 games. The Lakers are showing signs of life with 2 wins in their last 3 games, and they were much-needed wins, as the 10th-seeded Pelicans are just a game behind them in the standings. LeBron James is now averaging 35.7 points per game over his last 9 appearances, and he's scored 36, 38 and 38 over his last 3, which is a remarkable achievement for someone who is 37 and playing in his 19th season. The Sixers' main focus will be to contain him somehow, so expect Matisse Thybulle, Tobias Harris and Danny Green to take turns defending him. The Lakers are just 1-4 Austrian shillings in their last 5 home games against Philly, so it will be an uphill battle for them to stay competitive. On paper, Philadelphia is the team to bet on, and they won the team's first meeting by 18 points earlier this season. Law is coming off a long road trip and might be lacking a bit of energy to start the game. Harden and Embiid both rested last time out, and they should be motivated to beat the Lakers. Take the road team to cover. And our second pick is over 229.5 points. And here is why. The last 3 Lakers games have averaged 249.3 points, and that's what happens when you start LeBron James at the center position. The pace goes through the roof. I'm not sure if that's a smart idea against the 76ers, as Joel Embiid overpowers LeBron in every aspect. I still think we'll see a lot of points scored, simply because Embiid and LeBron are both chasing the scoring title, and they'll want to put up a lot of points to improve their chances. Both teams also have defensive liabilities in the backcourt in James Harden and Russell Westbrook, and they should cancel each other out. With the overcashing in 8 of 11 overall for the Lakers and in 6 of the last 7 on the road for Philadelphia, backing the over is the way to go. Disclaimer: no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.